Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live challenge, the Job Ready Live Challenge with me, Amir Kutub. I'm your host, and it's good to be back live again after such a long time. It has been a bit of distressing period for all of us, and we have been going through a lot of things. We have suffered losses in our families, someone sick, and so on. But the life goes forward, and so we are moving forward with this essential seminar today on the job readiness. Now, today, what I'm going to uncover is something that has been kept secret by a lot of HRs out there. And when I expose this secret today, a lot of HRs would not be happy with me. A lot of people, a lot of companies might not be happy with me. But this is something that is extremely beneficial for you all. And that's why I'm presenting this thing to you. But before I do that, what I would like to see is I would like to know who you guys are. Where are you from? So mention in the comment section your name, where are you from, and what course you are doing or what year you are in as well. So like Amir Kutub, BTech fourth year mechanical, and I'm from Aligarh or something like that. So let us know who you are so that we can all say hi, because what we are going to do in these 4 live sessions is mostly be governed by one of the main and important things, being the part of the community. Networking is one of the key things in making a successful career. So you need to start networking now by actually introducing yourself in the comment section. So we have got some people. We have got Sudipti saying hello. Hi Sudipti. Mohammadi is saying hello as well. We have got Muhammad Adil Faraz. We have got Vikas. We have got Musharraf Hussain from Delhi. Guys, tell me your name, who you are, where are you from, what course you are doing, or if you have already done the course, that's fine. Let us know who you are, what course have you done or you are doing, and where are you from, so that we know exactly who we are talking to. So we have got Sadak Hussain. He's completed ME in electronic engineering. Fahimuddin is saying welcome all. Thanks a lot, Fahim. Now, what we have done is we have actually created an exclusive Facebook group for job readiness. Now, if you are joining it from LinkedIn and YouTube, you would not know about that. That's completely all right. We will share, our team will share the link in the comment section at the end of the video, and then you can join the Facebook group. The Facebook group is actually created for the job seekers like you, and it will allow you to network with other similar job seekers. We are posting a lot of interesting job opportunities, some really interesting tips over there as well. We've got Vikas from Saharanpur, presently working as in Linux system admin in Noida. Thanks a lot, Vikas, for joining. All right, so we have got 2 types of audiences today. One would be the people who are new into the whole job scene. The second would be the people who are already who are already working somewhere, but they are looking to expand their career or looking to apply for the new job. Wherever we are at, building a resume is an important skill. And today we are going to talk about how do you hack something which is called ATS, and to actually get your resume through. But before I do that, let me explain you what is it and how it prevents your resume from going through this. So when I graduated as a mechanical engineer, I was not very good at exams and everything, like with the marks and everything. But I actually created a decent resume, and then I was sending that same resume to every company. But I was getting rejections after rejections after rejections. So something similar happened to me when I moved to Australia as well, that I applied for the organization, but I was getting rejections again and again and again. So I was confused, what's happening, what's wrong, there's something wrong with my resume. And that's when I actually met with an HR who was actually a friend of mine. And that's when that HR mentioned that there's something called ATS, which is an automated system that a lot of companies use to scan your resume before it even goes to HR. And what happens is sometimes, and most of the times, like 90% of the times, your resume is actually rejected by that ATS system. And that's why it's important to be able to hack this. Now, I actually gathered a team of HR professionals. I've got a decent company now, so I recruit thousands of people for different companies. But apart from that, I've got a very good network of HR professionals and recruiters, and I gathered them. I chose the top-notch recruiters and HR, and actually asked them how we can actually hack this recruitment system. We studied how the whole ATS system works and how this could be hacked, or so that when you submit your resume, it is actually passed through and you do not find any challenges. Now, when I'll tell you the solution is going to be extremely simple. And that's the beautiful part about anything. If you've ever seen a magic, the magic looks so amazing from the outset, but the trick behind that is extremely simple. But it takes a long time for anyone to uncover that trick. So today I'm going to show you that trick. I've got a series. We have got 4 challenges in this series. So we've got a challenge today, a challenge tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 4 days, absolutely critical that you attend all of these. And if you participate actively, then we will actually give a surprise to the most active participant as well. So there's a prize for the most active participant who will attend all the 4 challenges and will be participating in this session. So as I said that this recruitment management system, it was difficult for us to uncover how to actually hack it, how to put a CV through that it passes. But we were finally able to uncover it with the help of recruiters and HRs. And I'm going to share this secret with you today. What you have to do is just need to make sure that you actually take an action today itself and follow what we are telling you. If you do not do that, then all of the energy that you are putting into listening it would be wasted. Because it's not about just listening about it, it's about actually implementing it and testing it. So let me first tell you the science of how it all works. So what happens is that whenever an HR is using a recruitment system, they will put up a job description. Now, how many of you actually read the full job description when you are applying for jobs? How many of you actually take time to go through each and every line of that job description? Because what happens is that when recruiters put in this job description about, okay, these are our desired qualifications, these are our desired skills, and so on, these job descriptions are then read by the artificial intelligence of these recruitment systems or ATSs. And what they do from there is that they develop an algorithm that then parses the resume or scans the resume. So when you submit your resume to a company, for example, if you are applying on Naukri and you submit your resume, or if you go to company's website and submit your resume, it doesn't go to the HR directly. Even if you are sending it to an email, from that email, it is passed to a recruitment management system. And that recruitment management system actually rates that resume on the basis of the job description. And then it tells that whether that job description is good or not. Even the Naukri portal, I have got an employment portal with Naukri. When we receive CVs, we don't see all the CVs. Naukri automatically selects some of the CVs for us and say, these are 5-star CVs because they match your job description. And then these are 4 stars and 3 stars because they don't match your job description. It's not because those candidates were not good. It's just because their CV could not match the job description. So one and the most important rule over here is to ensure that your CV, your resume, is actually matching the job description. Because if it's not matching the job description, then no matter how good your CV is, no matter how good you are, your CV is not going to get selected and will never be read by a recruiter. So that's the first and most important step. Now, how does a resume scanner actually scans the CV? What it does, it actually picks up the essential and important keywords from the job description and then stores it. And then when you put your CV through, then it scans your CV for the same keywords. And if the keywords match, then it pushes your CV forward. It scores your CV on the basis of those keywords. If the keywords don't match, then it rejects your CV simply. So the process, as I said, the trick behind it is pretty simple, but it becomes really complicated. It becomes really frustrating for a lot of people because they are not able to understand, or they're not able to get this proper simple trick. So what we have done is that we have actually developed a tool which we are providing to you for free, that you can use to actually compare your CV with your job description And that is today's homework for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate you how to actually use this tool. We'll do it one by one. And at the end of this, you have to take action yourself. Now, this video would be recorded, so you can actually come back and refer back to this video again if you've got any issues. But your homework today would be to actually score your own CV and then tell us how you scored and how you were able to improve your CV. That is only when the challenge is going to work. If we do not follow the challenge properly, if we do not actually do it, then the challenge won't work. All right. So uh, let me actually share this with you. Mohammed Burmal has actually put out a very good question. He's saying each and every job description is different. It's difficult, especially for senior position. That's absolutely true, and that's why it becomes more and more important to tailor your resume according to the job description. Do not apply for hundreds of jobs. Apply for say 10 jobs a day or 20 jobs a day, but make sure that your CV matches the job description. One of the biggest problem, one of the biggest myth is that your CV is a fixed thing. Your CV is not a fixed thing. आपकी CV जो है एक टेम्पलेट होता है. It needs to be flexible and you need to change it for each and every job description. If you're not doing that, then that is a big problem. Then that causes a lot of rejections. आप कितनी ज़्यादा job opportunities miss कर रहे हैं just because your CV is not same as your job or does not match your job description. So that's why it's extremely important that whenever you are applying for a job, you look at the job description and then tweak your CV according to the job description. Okay, so Mohammad Raghib Alam is saying, नसर खान तब तो मिलना मुश्किल है इंडस्ट्री में, आपको एजुकेशन सेक्टर में ही आना होगा. No, I don't think that is the case. ऐसी बात नहीं है. मुश्किल तो है, of course, but we have uncovered that trick and I'm going to show it to you. One of the users is asking, is it helpful to add hashtags and morph them with the page? It is. We are going to look at that in a bit more detail as well. Let me share my screen with you and I'll show you how you can. Here we go. All right, you can see my screen now. Hopefully you can. So we have developed a tool. You can actually access it by going to mentormonkey.com/resume scanner. Or you can just simply go to mentormonkey.com. If you go to Mentor Monkey, yes, it's a new venture that we have started. And I would encourage you to actually register. It's a free community for job seekers and entrepreneurs. I would encourage you to join it. But if you go to mentormonkey.com, there's this thing called resume scanner in the menu that you can see. Once you go there, this is just a basic thing. So what we asked you to do is paste your resume below. So what I would want you to do over there is actually open up your resume. So let's, I'm just opening up a sample resume here. And as you can see, there are 3 simple steps. First is to actually upload your resume. The second is you select the target job description, add your resume and scan your resume. So we are going to do that. So suppose this is your resume. This is all your experience. Very simple. Just right click and click select all, or just say Control A and copy it all, and then come to this and just paste your resume. Don't worry about formatting or anything because we are looking mainly for the keyword search. Click on continue. Now what this tool does is it analyzes your resume. Now you don't have to use this particular tool. We have developed this tool which is pretty accurate, but you can use other tools that are out there as well. Now it says select one of the job description. You might not see a job description over here, or it says paste a job description below. Now, for a test, if you do not have a job vacancy at the moment, what I would encourage you to do is, for example, if you are looking for jobs in, say, whatever, graphic designing. So it's very simple. Just go to naukri.com or just search Naukri and just search graphic designer jobs. And just go to the any job descriptions, any of those listings, and pick up a job from here. For example, I'll just pick up this one. तो ये आपके टेस्ट करने के लिए, अगर आपको टेस्ट करना है, आपको बस ये कंपेयर करना है कि मेरी सीवी जो है वो कैसी है, तो मैं इसको जो है वो पूरा कॉपी पेस्ट कर लूंगा. फॉर दिस सेक, iOS सेक, आई नो कि मैं इस पर्टिकुलर कंपनी के लिए जो है जॉब अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ, अप्लाइंग फॉर दिस particular company. So I'll actually open up this job description. I'll copy it. Just give me a moment. Okay, so I'll copy it. Once I have copied it, I'll go back to my tool and then paste it over here. Once I've pasted it, I'll click on scan, and then it will load your results. So what it loads is it actually tells you what is the percentage match rate. Now this is a 16% match rate. So what we usually advise is that anything below less than 10 is very bad. Something between 10 to 20 is an average. But what we recommend you is that you actually have something between 20 to 40. If you can't reach 40, at least try to reach 30%. Now the question is, how do you reach that 30%? Now that's very simple. Okay. So let's have a look. This is the job description. Now, let's have a look at some of the things that they are asking you to do. So, for example, they are asking you to own the development, testing, and maintenance of native SDKs and Unity on different mobile forms, their respective OS version and devices. Okay, that's good. I'll just copy it, go through my CV, and see where can I fit it. Hopefully, I could actually change this line over here to match what is written over there in the job description. So what I'll do is I'll modify my wordings a bit. Of course, I would not actually just copy and paste it. I'll change it and I say, okay, so I say worked on the development, testing, and maintenance of native SDKs, and then I'll just complete the sentence. Worked on Unity on different platforms, their respective OS version and devices. So just by doing these smaller changes throughout the CV, making sure you have written, for example, one of the requirements is proven working experience in software development. Now, this is a requirement which is, of course, it's done. Like every iOS developer would have a proven working experience in software development. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this and actually paste it in my CV. This one doesn't have, okay, this one has skills over here. So I'll just put this line over here. And I'll change it. I won't say proven. I'll just say whatever, 10 years of whatever years of working experience in software development. So just by adding these smaller things, for example, it says a deep familiarity with Objective-C and Cocoa Touch. Maybe you don't even have a deep familiarity. What you could do is you could just write familiarity, because you do not have worked a lot, but you have a bit of ideas. So you just say familiarity with Objective-C and Cocoa Touch. So make sure that you go through all the requirements and address them one by one in your CV, because it's important that you do that. This is a very technical CV. Now you might be from a non-technical course. What I'm saying is it's important that you actually pick up on those things from the job description and add them to your CV. Now, if I do that, and I haven't made a lot of changes, I just made few changes in 5-10 minutes. And if I do that, I'll show you the impact that you can actually make by just taking this small action. Just by making smaller changes into your CV, your match rate would increase to 21%. So if you keep on doing it a bit further, your match rate will grow. So the objective is to bring the match rate up to 40%. I'm not saying just copy and paste the full thing. Just make sure that your resume is actually dense enough with the keywords that are there. Now, the thing is that it's not just a copy and paste thing. Extremely important that you have a very natural flow in your CV as well. extremely important that you embed the keywords in a clever way so that it doesn't look like that you have just copied and pasted. And this is something that you learn with practice. So what I recommend is, if you're applying for any job, please spend at least 1 hour applying for that job. Look at the job description, read every requirement, and then address those requirements in your CV. So rather than actually just having one CV, what I always had was, I had one template, one CV template, a CV template, and then you modify it according to each and every job description. Just by doing this, you will increase your conversion by 70 to 80%. It has been proven, it has been tested by our team, it has worked for a lot of students. We have done a lot of raw testing with a lot of different ATS systems. We have done some testings with the Naukri systems, Zoho Recruit, a lot of very good recruitment systems. And just by adding relevant keywords and doing it in a proper way, we you would be able to actually increase the chances of your recruitment very much. So the assignment for today for you is to go to this tool. As I said, go to mentormonkey.com. On resume scanner, enter your CV, whatever you have. It doesn't need to be finished. If you do not have a CV, that's fine. Just search for example, if you let me share my screen again. For example, if you do not have a proper CV at the moment, that's all right. Just search for sample resume for whatever. For example, if you are a sample graphic designer resume, just download any of the resumes from here, and then search for a sample graphic design job and compare these two. But I need you to go on this tool now after watching this session and do it, and come back to me in the comment section. Even if you're on YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook or in one of our Facebook groups, doesn't matter. Come back to us in the comment section and let us know what was the match rate and how much you were able to improve it. Just take a screenshot and share it with us, because as I said, the people who are going to engage the most will get a prize at the end. But most importantly, you will not be benefited if you do not engage, if you do not participate in that. Okay, let's take some questions here. That's some are very interesting one. So Swapnaja is asking, what if you don't have any prior working experience? So Swapnaja, even if you do not have a prior working experience, you actually have a lot of experience in extracurricular activities, in projects that you should write. Also, if you do not have a prior working experience, then the job descriptions are a bit different as well. Let me share you an example of a job description with someone who do not have a prior experience. So say fresher graduate jobs. I'll just let me put Naukri, because if I show you any of the fresher graduate jobs, even in their job description, they do not expect you to have experience. So what you would do is, you would actually, okay, let me show you this job, executive job. Now if I'm applying for this job, I'll look at this job description. This one doesn't even have a job description. Let's have a look at this one. So if I'm applying for this job, I'll look at the job description and try to match all the skill set. For example, first skill set is excellent written and verbal communication in English. I'll make sure that this is a skill in my CV. Willing to work in night shift timing. So you should actually add, but the way to add it cleverly is say willing to work in either day or night shift timing. Just by adding this, you are increasing your match rate by 3 to 4%, and you will push your CV above 10-20,000 other students or other 20,000 applicants applying for it. Ready to join immediately, add it. Just by adding these smaller things, even for an entry level job, would make a huge difference. So make sure that you go through the job description, and then add those things to your CV. Okay. Uh, Mohammad Ibrahim saying how many words should be summary at the start of resume? Okay, so my rule of thumb is that it should be something. I talk about elevator pitch. So elevator pitch is, आप एक एलिवेटर में एंटर किए, एक उसमें चढ़े, बंदे ने आपके पास जो है वो रिक्रूटर खड़ा हुआ है, उससे आपने बोला हेलो हेलो, उसने बोला क्या करते हो आप, या आप कौन हो, and then you explain yourself, who you are, what you do, and what you are willing to provide to them. और उतनी देर में जो है वो एलिवेटर निकल जाती है. तो it's not about the exact word limit, it's about keeping it extremely succinct, keeping it extremely short, and explaining what you do. And a lot of people make this mistake about putting a lot of fancy words or copying it. You should never ever copy it. It should be something natural and something simple. One line that could actually tell people, one or two lines that would actually tell people who you are, what have you done, and what are you willing to do. That's it. So that people can know exactly where are you coming from and what you can actually provide to them. This is something that we are going to cover in our subsequent challenges, and there's something special that we are working on that we are going to share you on the 4th day. And these are the type of things that we are going to address over there as well. We'll actually help you write your summary, we'll help you write all of these cover letters and things like that, and we are going to talk about that very clearly as well. Akshat is asking, what if you want to switch the field industry? Again, the same rule applies, is that you create a new CV for that particular industry, and then just polish your CV according to the job description. देखो, important ये है कि आप बंदे को वो दिखाओ जो वो देखना चाह रहा है. Once you get into it, then the next point is कि आप उसको कैसे validate और कैसे जो है prove करोगे. Also, it's important to understand is कि एक CV में दो चीजें होती हैं. One thing is information that is verified by the documents. The second thing is that the information that is verified by your knowledge and questions. For example, your name, your date of birth, your work experience, and your contact details. Those are the information that needs to be verifiable by the document. Your salary or whatever. These are information that should be verified by the document. That should be 100% accurate. The things like your skills and the way you are writing them, आपने किन प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम किया, उन प्रोजेक्ट्स पे क्या काम किया, दिस इज समथिंग जिसमें आपके पास लीवे होता है कि आप उस जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन के अकॉर्डिंग उस चीज को लिख सकते हो, बट देन यू हैव टू बी श्योर दैट आप उसको वेरीफाई या वैलिडेट भी कर पाओ, राइट? एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर एबल टू प्रूव दैट यू हैव डन इट, एज लॉन्ग यू हैव गॉट नॉलेज इन दैट, दैट्स फाइन. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर किसी कंपनी ने बोला कि दे हैव रिक्वायरमेंट इन Adobe Photoshop, not Adobe, like say they want someone who has experience in Canva, right? Now you have not, Canva is a designing tool, right? Now you have not done any work in Canva, you have done work in Photoshop, you have done work in PowerPoint, right? But what I'm telling you to do is actually put in your skills that you have experience in Canva. Now if you are selected, you still have, now if you have called for interview, if you have time, take 2 hours 3 hours to learn about Canva. Pick up the phone, ask a friend to show you around so that you can actually talk about Canva when it's asked, right? आपको एक कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए कि जब काम दिया जाएगा तो अपन कर लेंगे. That's the most important thing. And जब आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए, you are able to answer that. That's the important thing as well. So it doesn't matter अगर आप ये स्किल्स में एक दो चीजें ऐसी लिख रहे हो जिसमें आपको बहुत ज्यादा कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है, as long as आप उनको पढ़ लें इंटरव्यू से पहले. तो any professional app to make my own CV, I would actually recommend that you develop a template of your CV, simple, on Word or Google Docs. Use resume scanner to scan it and test it. Or CV doesn't need to be very beautifully designed, and then change your CV accordingly. There are a lot of apps that are actually out there. हमारा एक चैनल है mentormonkey.com पे, एक फोरम है, इट्स अ ग्रुप फॉर जॉब सीकर्स. वहां पे if you put this question out, it would be a lot of people who would be able to help out there as well. So Mohammed Javed Khan is asking, which website do you suggest for keywords check? So Javed, actually it's the one that I shared you, our resume scanner. I think that's the best, but there are few others like JobScan and so on that you could use. But I think the resume scanner that we have developed, it's pretty much accurate as well. Okay, guys. Three more questions, and then Afroz Alam, if I'm not getting any job in my field, should I try another field, or what should be the strategy? Afroz, I think you should first understand कि आपको job मिल क्यों नहीं रही है. Job पाने के बहुत सारे stages होते हैं, right? You need to understand this. So first of all, you need to apply. You need to understand आप किस में apply करो. फिर उसके बाद you apply for it, then you either get selected or not. If you get selected, then there's an interview round. Whether you qualify that interview or not. So what we need to see is where are you getting that where are you getting rejected, where are you getting stuck, whether it's at the very beginning, whether it's the interview level, whether it's at the selection level, what is the problem. So once we identify that, then we can identify what are the loopholes or challenges there, and then we can work on that. And that's why we are coming up with something that will actually help you get ready for the jobs. The problem is not with your field. The problem is that we spend 20 years, 24 years, 25 years on developing ourselves कि हम लोगों को जॉब मिल जाए. हम इतनी पढ़ाई करते हैं, फिर उसके बाद कॉलेज जाते हैं, इतना पैसा खर्च करते हैं. Why? So that we can get a job. But the problem is that there's something that is missing that not even school, not even colleges teach you, which is how to actually apply for a job, how to get a job, how to be job ready, how to work in an industry. And to bridge this gap, we have actually introduced this series. We are introducing some more things that I'm going to disclose on the fourth day as well. And we have developed this mentor monkey thing so that we could actually help people like you and support you to be job ready. So the problem is not with your field. The problem is that you have never been taught on how to actually find the jobs or apply the job. That's the most important skill that's actually missing. So hopefully, once you have that skill, it would be much easier for you to find the job from there. Mudit is saying, thanks, bro, it actually works. So thanks a lot. So we've got someone who's already tried it and already implemented it. Thanks a lot. Tausif is saying, आपको अल्लाह ताला आपको इम्तियाज कामयाबी से फराज करे. Thank you so much, भाई. Means a lot. Mohammad Barmal is asking, I'm doing now pasted resume in JD. Is it required to select the title? No, it's not required to select the title. Mohammad Hussain Ansar is asking website address for checking. So it's mentormonkey.com. Go to mentormonkey.com and you will see resume scanner over there as well. Mudit is saying we need to change our CV according to job description just by changing the keywords and putting the same matter using the required keywords. Absolutely, bro. So it could be the same content, but a different language. And just by doing that, you're going to beat the ATS. Now, how to beat the HR, how to convince the HR, that's something that we are going to discuss in our subsequent challenges as well. But we are going to work on it together. Okay, guys. Someone is asking, please tell us what should be the maximum number of pages in CV. Look, ideally 2. If you have got lots of work experience, then maybe 3, but I think 2 pages should be sufficient for up to 5 years of work experience. If you've got, I don't know, so many things to share, probably go up to 3. When I started, I started with a 4-page CV, and they told me that no one is going to read your CV. I got a bit offended in the beginning, but that's true, bro. Like, there's so many applications that we get. Even when application comes to me, it take me around like 2 to 3 seconds to go through the CV. So I'll just quickly go through the CV, reject. All right, shortlist this one, reject. That's the way we reject and select. So you spend a lot of time in preparing those CVs, but we look for few things. I'm going to share what those few things are as well. एक बार पहले आप ATS को हैक कर लो, फिर उसके बाद we are going to do that as well. But we just go through those CVs like, अच्छा ठीक है, ये हटाओ, ये सही है, इसको रखो. So it's a very quick process. A person's got very less time. So I recommend 2 pages is a good amount. In India, in Australia, it's different because you have to enter a bit more details, and it's okay to actually have a 4-page CV. But in India, especially, it's important that you actually have a short CV as well. Abdul Rahman is saying, what should I reply for previous salary if my salary is very less? Then Abdul Rahim, I think so the salary, you could actually write what your previous salary was, right? Now, what you could do is once you reach to the negotiation round, you could tell them that I was pretty happy with my previous company. The work is great, everything is good. What I feel is that I'm not getting the worth, like I'm not getting the salary I'm worth of. Like I think my salary is not compensating me enough. That is the reason I want to switch. So whenever someone asks me why do you want to switch, just say that I don't feel that I am getting compensated according to my value. And then if they offer you something, say, okay, if your salary was 20,000, we are offering you a 30% hike, or 25% hike, we are giving you 5,000. And it's a good hike, we are giving you 25,000. Then tell them that I do not, this is the level of hike that I could get at my own company, or I could find somewhere else. The only reason I'm leaving my company, although that is precious and giving me a huge amount of learning experience, is that I need a serious hike, right? I'm only looking to switch if it's 30,000. So don't look at my previous salary and make it as a base. Look at your organization and what would you pay for someone at my level. So let's not even talk about what my previous salary was, right? Because I joined that company for learning, and that is providing me absolutely amazing learning, and now I'm bringing those learning to your company. So if you have conversation like this and shift the conversation from your base salary to their company's average salaries, then it just changes the perception. Secondly, tell them that I'm out in the industry. So let's talk about the industry rate. Let's not talk about my previous salary. If I was happy with my previous salary, then why would I be applying, right? So the whole reason I'm applying is because I'm not happy with my salary. Okay. So Ravi is asking, can you say the website for keyword? It's mentormonkey.com. I'll write it over here as well. Mentormonkey.com. And everyone, please join mentormonkey.com. Extremely important. And tomorrow I'm going to uncover something more interesting, which is about actually finding the jobs through LinkedIn and finding the jobs through networking as well in our second challenge that is going to happen at the same time, 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 11:30 p.m. Australian time, and you can sort of calculate the time from there. So make sure that you join us. We'll share the links with you. I'll be live back again at 7 p.m. and we'll conversate more about actually how to find jobs. अभी क्या है ना कि जो jobs हैं वो naukri.com पे, seek.com पे, Indeed पे जो है वो कम है, और वो जॉब नेटवर्क्स में ज्यादा है. You don't know, but 95% of jobs are never advertised. It's a big number, but that's true because those jobs come through referrals. Now, how to tap into referral market? It took me 3 years to understand that, and it took me a lot of time to actually. And then I worked with a lot of recruiters, a lot of LinkedIn professionals to identify how to actually tap into that 95% market. उसमें अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत हैं और कंपटीशन बहुत कम है. सो वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट दैट. We are going to talk about that tomorrow, same time. Please join me. And as I said, please do your homework and mention it in your comment section. And if you're not joined the Facebook group, I'll be sharing the link of the Facebook group in the comment section. Please make sure that you join that. Guys, thank you so much once again. I'm waiting for you to share your results in the comment section, and I'll see you in our live session tomorrow. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.